I was meant to be recording something different today, but I've just got back from the gym and I've blown my hamstring. I felt it tear, and now I'm in a little bit of despair. But what I want to do is want to show you how my body is on the job, and no matter what healing you're going through, it comes from within. Oftentimes when we hurt ourselves or we become sick, whether it's a serious condition, right through to a little bit of an ache or a pain, the first thing we're conditioned to do is to ask somebody else to help us. We go looking for the next person who can fix us, to the next person who can fix us, to the next person. And quite often people end up going from one therapist to one doctor to another therapist to another doctor and get no results. And I want to share with you why, and I want to share with you how you can stop that for good. Now, I've seen thousands of patients over the years that I've been working in practice, and every time I see someone new, I ask them one very simple question before we start. I look them in the eye and I say, there's only one person in this room who's going to get you better. Who is it? And quite obviously they say, themselves. You know the only person who can get you better is you, but the question comes, why isn't your body healing? And why isn't the society or medicine or healthcare set up to do that? You see, if you've ever cut yourself, you cut yourself and maybe it was enough to put a plaster on, and the next morning you wake up and you take the plaster off and there's a scab has formed. You might put the plaster on for the next day in case, it cuts or bleeds a little bit again. And then a couple of days later you take the plaster off and it's healed. Now my question is, did the plaster heal that? Or did your body heal that? And you say, well, quite obviously, Tom, the body healed it. Of course. But when something goes wrong on the inside, do we have the same level of trust into that healing process? You see, there's a remarkable statistics worth noting. Every single organ in your body regenerates every 18 months. So in 18 months' time, whether you like it or not, you're going to have a new heart, a new spleen, new kidney, new digestive system, new reproductive system. The whole thing is going to be new in 18 months' time. So if a part of your body is sick right now, the potential in 18 months is for it to be well again. How is that the case? I want you to think of yourself like a plant. Think of yourself like a beautiful plant. This plant in a pot in your kitchen, it gets new leaves and new flowers all the time. It doesn't stay with the same leaves and flowers for the entire part of its life. It gets new ones. Now that is a regenerative process of the plant. Sure enough, it gets enough sunlight and enough water and enough carbon dioxide exchange, it will regenerate and continue to heal itself throughout its lifetime. Now, if you take that plant and remove one of those things, remove the daylight, remove the carbon dioxide, or remove the water, what's going to happen to the plant? It's going to become sick. The same is true for the human body. The reason that we become sick is because we are either toxic or deficient in one of three things: physical, chemical, and emotional stresses on the body. We take physical. We could be toxic, as in we could have physical stress upon our body, or deficient in the sense that we're not moving our body enough, which causes our body to become sick. Chemical, the food choices that we have, we could be deficient in the vitamins and minerals that are great for our health, or we could be having toxic vitamins and minerals and sugars and wheats and dairies that damage our body. And emotional, we could have toxic thought that is damaging us, or deficiency of great thought that improves us. Your body is designed to be well, and if you want a true example of that, we have to look to North Africa or South America, and we see that the elderly people in those tribes are of rude health and really doing well into later life. In fact, they live as long, if not older, than we do in Western society. And then you ask the question, well, are we actually living into our old age, or are we simply existing into our old age? The whole system around health has to change if anything is going to change. If we're going to live a better quality of life, I'm sure if I asked you, would you rather live a quantity of life or a quality of life? Your answer would be quality. But if you want quality and quantity, we have to understand that it all starts within. Your body is the only thing that can get you better. That turnover of cells every single day so that in 18 months' time you have new organs. Think of it like this to give you a better example. If I was to take my hand and I was to rub one hand over the other, I'd brush some skin cells off. They fall onto the floor and we'd have to vacuum them up later. But if I kept rubbing my hand, would I eventually rub a hole in it? The answer is no, because the cells would regenerate. Let's go inside the body and think about your heart, that big muscle that's pumping blood around your body every second of every day. As that blood courses through the heart, it rips some cells off with it. Is your heart going to implode? No, because new cells, just like the skin on the surface of your body, are forming. Your heart is regenerating. Go down to your intestines, it's pumping feces through. As that runs through, it pulls some cells off with it, it damages it. Are you worried that you're gonna get a hole in your gut? No, because your body repairs. And every 18 months, that full turnover of repair gives you completely new organs. Let's go back to the plant that's in your kitchen. It is continuously turning over and repairing, but if I was to starve it of water, it's not going to repair very well. The new flowers and the new leaves, they'll exist, but they'll be sick. And the lifetime of that plant will be shorter. If you are deficient or toxic in physical, chemical, or emotional health, your body is going to repair sick always. You are not sick because of lack of medication or lack of physical intervention or lack of physical therapy or lack of movement. Yes, movement, but lack of movement with somebody else. You are sick because you're deficient or toxic in physical, chemical, and emotional stresses. So understand that you have the ability to heal. Those two cells that came together when you were conceived, that became 30 trillion cells in just 9 months. That intelligence that took you from 2 cells to a full functioning human being that keeps you alive every day, that no matter whether you're awake or asleep, every action within your body is working as it's designed to do so, is the one that's going to keep you moving and keep you alive. Allow your body to do what it needs to do. Support it well physically, chemically, and emotionally. And make sure you check out some of my other videos where we'll show you how to do that in detail. And you can heal from the inside out. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to start a debate, so please make sure you comment below on this video. And check out those other videos that we have on improving your thoughts, your traumas, and your toxins, that physical, chemical, and emotional stress. And if you want to find out more, make sure you subscribe to the video. And also join me for my newsletter, which you can sign up to here at this link. And every week I'm going to be giving you some practical tips to help yourself with your health and well-being at home. I'll see you on the next show.